on this BuMpY 50-point inspection. From Floyds Brewing out of Munster, Indiana, I have DREADNAUGHT, which is an Imperial IPA. It comes in at 9.4% ABV. Says an Imperial India Pale Ale with an intense citrus hop aroma and a huge malt body and a crisp finish. So that's the label art there. Pretty cool. Kind of robotic or gaming-like can art. Let's go ahead and pour this one into a glass. Getting some aromas from back here. The head on this, it's an off-white, very tight-knit, bubbled head. Pretty kind of foamy. And the body color of the beer itself is a nice gold, very clear. Looks nice. Let's get some aromas off this, and I'll do my scoring afterwards. Get through the aromas and flavors, and then I'll do the inspection portion. Cheers. Getting a lot of the bready malts, a little bit of a honey type note, some floralness, citrus notes, a little bit of that citrus pith. Kind of an orange marmalade type deal a little bit. Smells fairly sweet. But that's kind of the notes. There might be a tad bit of a pine note in there as well. But let's get into the flavors now. So cheers, first swig. Pretty big citrus burst in the mouth there. It is that kind of orange pith right up front. A little bit of that bready malt presence in there as well. Maybe some bread crust off of some white bread. Does go into a pretty moderately high bitterness as well. It still kind of lingers on with that kind of citrus note, maybe a little bit going rindy, citrus rind. Pine, I think, is also present there in the flavors. Yeah, so a little bit of that sweetness up front, and then goes into the bitterness, which does linger on. Medium body on this one, kind of a lower side medium carbonation, not super spritzy, but 9.4% ABV. Not really detectable. I'd say maybe that kind of finish where I say it's kind of like a pine. Not really sure, but that might be an alcohol presence for my palate. So definitely don't feel it. No warming at all. So that's good. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and go through the 50-point inspection with this one and come up with a score. So for the appearance, I'll give it the 6 out of 6. And the aroma score, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. And the flavors, same ordeal. It's kind of just one-sided. You kind of get that the bready note, the kind of bread crust thing there, and then a bit of that citrus, and then it finishes with a citrusy, rindy, piney type deal. I'm going to give it a 15 out of 19. The body's fine with 5 out of 5. My overall for this one, it's decent. I would drink it again, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So for 3 Floyds Dreadnought Imperial IPA, it's going to get a bumpy 41 out of 50, which is going to land this as a very good beer. Cheers. Thank you all for watching.